Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Yes, I'm back, honey. I know it's been a few days, but it's been crazy these last few days. As you guys all know, on Monday I had posted that my son was on his way to school. You know, he lives out here in LA, and he got a text message saying don't come to school because there were like, you know, potential bomb threats and everything else. So it's been really crazy out here the last few days. My youngest is flying in today from Minneapolis. I'm about to get ready to go grab him from the airport. So everything is just kind of really hectic for me. But I wanted to announce and let you guys know that my t-shirts are here, my sweatshirts are here, makeup bags and everything else. I'm going to be putting together a promo video. So everything came right before Christmas. So if you guys are interested in getting some merchandise, it's very limited. I only have a few of each item. But if you guys want something, you guys can definitely check it out on my website. Promo video will be up this weekend. So I wanted to go ahead and do a recap of Love and Hip Hop New York. Now at first I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a recap. So y'all need to thank Ed Pearson because he sent me this meme basically saying that he hopes and prays that I recap Love and Hip Hop New York. And you guys know I have the biggest crush on Drake, honey. I'm a big Drake fan, so when I seen that meme, I'm like, damn it, you pulled my arm. I guess I had to start recapping Love and Hip Hop New York too. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this recap popping for the first episode of Love and Hip Hop New York. So the opening scene starts with Remy Ma, and she's rapping her 2004 hit called Whatever, and she's rapping it to a large crowd, and she's saying that she's really happy that she's been given a second chance. But then Remy Ma says something that kind of caught me off guard. She says that, you know, she went away for 7 years because of a little tiff that she had with a so-called friend. Excuse me, boo. Shooting somebody in their stomach is not a little tiff. She's lucky that that woman did not die. Had that woman died, Remy Ma would have been doing 20, 30, even life in prison. So lucky for her, that little tiff did not cause her to lose the rest of her freedom. So for her to call it a tiff and try and downplay it like she didn't shoot this woman, you know, makes me feel like, did she really learn her lesson? But I like Remy Ma. She seems like a cool chick. You know, I understand that's how people get down in the Bronx, but in the rest of the country, shooting somebody in their stomach is not a little tiff, okay? Thank you. So anyway, she goes to go meet up with Rashida Ali, and I guess once again, Rashida Ali done decided to reinvent herself. Now, y'all remember the past season she was going by Rashida Ali, but now she's going by Raw Ali, and now she's some type of music manager. When last season she was a stiletto expert, whatever the fuck that is, and the season before that she was just a friend. So I guess she's finally gotten her rotten apple and they've upgraded her to a manager. So she goes to talk to Remy Ma and she's really happy to see her. She said that's been her homegirl from day one and they've done a lot together and this and that. She invites Remy Ma to go with her to an after party. Then all of a sudden Papoose comes out of nowhere and he's like, come on, we gotta go, come on. He starts grabbing stuff and he's grabbing Remy. He's like, you gotta go, come on, come on, come on. And I'm like, what the hell is Papoose doing? But coming to find out, he's trying to get Remy Ma to leave with him because she's still on probation. And if she violates her probation, she can go back to prison. And Papoose ain't having it. He don't give two fucks about Rashida Ali, this bootleg ass stiletto expert. He wants his wife home with him. And he does not want to risk her getting violated and going back to prison. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have our favorite ratchet couple, honey, the bootleg sister wives of Love and Hip Hop New York. So the scene opens up with Grandpa Guns, aka Dirty Feet Pete, and he's laying on a damn mattress on the floor. And who's next to him on that mattress? None other than Tara Wallace. So she's there, and she's claiming they had too many drinks. She can't believe that she slept with Peter. She only wanted him there to be with the boys. Tara, I'm going to need you to have a nice tall glass of what? Bitch, shut the fuck up. We're tired of your storyline. You know damn well that you did not invite Peter out to come see his boys. You invited Peter over so you can get some of that old thing back, okay? I wish Tara would just keep it real and stop trying to use her boys as an excuse to bring Peter back to her. You know, this whole situation is trifling, but what's more trifling is the fact that this bitch done been on 2 seasons of Love and Hip Hop New York. She done got a few checks, okay? She's literally sleeping and having sex on a mattress on the floor. It's like she has no shame about herself. We know Peter has no shame, so I'm not surprised that he's fucking her ass on a mattress. But as a woman, you would think that she would see herself better than to be, you know, sleeping with a guy on a mattress on the floor. All the little bit of respect that I did have for Tara is definitely thrown out the window. This woman is no different than Amina. She herself is a side chick and she wants to act like she's so much better than her, but she's just as trifling. After Grandpa Bums ends up hitting Tara off, he literally walks down the hall and he goes into his apartment with Amina. Now, y'all, inquiring minds want to know, including my mind, his peen made a go because I don't understand why these women are tripping over him so hard. What is it about Peter that he's able to pimp both these grown-ass women? He literally talked both of these women into buying a condo in the same building, and he's literally going from one apartment to another having sex with both of them. This whole situation is a mess. So Amina Caterpillar opens the door and she's sitting there looking out stressed. And she said that she's not sleeping with Peter and she wants to know where he's going to go get it from. Bitch, look no further than down the hallway. He's going back to his other baby mama house. You know, the whole situation is crazy. And they have a beautiful daughter. Their daughter is adorable. But it's just really sad that Amina is allowing herself to be treated like this. And Tara is not okay being the side chick. This whole situation is a hot, ratchet-ass mess. Moving on to the next scene. So the next scene, we're back with Yandy, and Yandy's in her apartment with her kids and Mendeecees. And, you know, basically Yandy's talking about how she wants to buy a house. And Mendeecees is looking at her like she's crazy. Like, Yandy, why would you want to take on a house payment when you know I'm about to go away? And Yandy's steadily playing ditzy like she don't understand that this man just copped a guilty plea and that he's going to be sentenced and he can be gone anywhere from 5 to 20 years. And she's steadily trying to act like it's not bothering her. And you can tell that this is honestly taking a toll on Mendeecees. You can tell that his spirit has been broken. You know, he's talking really soft. You know, he's like this. His head is down. You can tell he's really not happy. He doesn't want to be bothered with this show, but he's mainly doing it for Yandy. You can tell that Mendeecees has a lot on his mind, and I think that she needs to realize that this situation is very serious and she needs to stop trying to play it off like it's just going to go away. Moving on to the next. So the next thing, we meet these two chicks, honey, that Rashida Ali claims that she's managing, and they're called BBOD, Bad Bitches on Deck, and they look more like the damn characters from Bebe's Kids, okay? How you doing? These girls are loud, ratchet, ghetto, and you can't tell them nothing. One supposedly comes for money, but she'd rather play the ratchet role. The other one is just broke as hell with purple weave in her hair. And basically they're asking Rashida Ali, they want to know what Rashida is doing to manage them better because they feel like she's not really doing her job. And Rashida's saying that she's taking on a lot of other clients because she has bills to pay. And the girls are telling Rashida that they should be Rashida's only clients and not everybody else. And Rashida's looking at these bitches like, first of all, nobody knows who y'all are. I'm not making no money off y'all. And I'm gonna get my damn money anyway I need to damn get my money, okay? How you doing? So Rashida's kind of looking at them like they're just insane. And the girls just, to me, are just over the top. They're loud, but they're talking about they're going to be submitted to DJ Self Cipher. And she wants these girls to go up against a bunch of other rappers, one of them being Young B and another girl being Mariahlynn. Rashida wants to see what they can do in front of a live audience. So Bad Bitches on Deck agree to go and perform at this cipher. Moving on to the next. So the next thing, we have Yandy, and she's meeting up with Bianca. And Bianca is Young B. She's a young girl that back in the day she had the song called Chicken Noodle Soup. She's all grown up now. She's been gone for damn near 10 years. And she's saying the reason why she was gone and she wasn't making any music is because her brother passed away and she was stressed and she was going through a lot. Now, Young B's a crazy broad. She's about that life. She's also B from BBOD. Yandy tells her that she's also placed her in the cipher and she wants Young B to bring it. Young B is determined to bring it and show the world what they've been missing. Moving on to the next. So the next thing, we're more introduced to Papoose and Remy Ma. And basically, Papoose has to be the sweetest guy I've ever seen on television. You know, I don't know what he sees in Remy Ma, but he is so down for her. That is his wife. He married her over the phone while she was in jail. He held her down, you know, for the past 6-7 years. Like, he is just really, really loyal to her, and he wants the best for Remy. And Remy feels like, you know, she wants more freedom, you know, because she was locked up for so long, that she kind of gets frustrated when he's so on top of her about her probation. But, you know, he's really doing this because he does not want to see her back in jail. And she's saying that she missed so much time with her son. When she went in, her son was 7 and now he's 14. And she kind of beats herself up about that. And Papoose is telling her that, you know what, at the end of the day, you're still a good mother. You were still doing things for him even while you were away. He's telling her all the things that she needs to hear. Like, I really think he's the epitome of a good dude. You know, everything that he's done for her. And I love the fact that he's rocking that hat that says Black Love on there. In another scene, he takes her out to eat, and it's basically her 1-year anniversary of her being out, and he ends up giving her a gift, and in the gift there's all these baby dolls in this gift bag. And basically he's saying that, you know what, he has his own 3 kids, Remy Ma has a son, but they don't have a kid together, and he wants to have a baby with her. And Remy Ma's like, you know, that's cool, but first I want us to have the wedding that we didn't get a chance to have. You know, once we can have that legitimate wedding, you know, with all our friends and family, then at that point in time, I'll be ready to give you a baby. Papoose goes on a mission to get Remy Ma this dream wedding. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we get a chance to meet DJ Self, the prince of the radio stations in New York. I haven't personally ever heard of him, but I'm sure he's popular out there in New York. I don't live in New York, so I wouldn't know. But anyhow, so he introduces us to this white girl named Mariahlynn, and she has to be the most ghettoest, ratchet white girl we've seen on television since Chrissy from last season. But Chrissy was an old hoe. This one's a young hoe, and she's very proud. The craziest part is that this white girl, mob reject, starts rapping. She says, once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. I was a hoe. And I'm like, what? Like, now we're just proclaiming ourselves to be hoes and we're proud of it? I'm like, this girl's a trip. So her whole thing is she's a rapper. She's way better than the white girl mob. Nobody has ever seen a white girl just, just kill it like this. So she's getting ready to submit herself to DJ Self Cipher at the Gwen Fest. So she's ready to get up on stage and tear it. This whole situation is nuts. So the next scene is the big day of the Cipher. Rich Dolls is there, Yandy's there, Ra Ali's there. And then on stage we have Young B. And so on stage, bad bitches on deck, aka BBOD are there, aka Sexy Lexi and Miss Mo Money. I don't know where the hell they got these names, but these broads are crazy as hell. So they get up on stage and they just start rapping, they're trying to kill it and everything else. And next is Mariahlynn. And Mariahlynn, she has some flow. In the words of Young B, she wasn't worried about that snowflake, okay? So after Mariahlynn gets done rapping, Young B gets up there and she kills it. She goes hard, the audience is shocked, but Sexy Lexi is not impressed. She still has some issues with Young B because Young B ended up, taking a club to her face and she had to get stitches. Then BBOD decides to confront Young B and they get into it. They start arguing back and forth, acting out extra ghetto and ratchet. So the whole situation was a mess. Yandy's disappointing Young B. Ra Ali's mad at Sexy Lexi. They both threaten each other to finish everything off. They're going back and forth, talking about each other's clothes, talking about how Young B lives in the projects and how she's a broke bitch and everything else. So the whole situation is a mess. Yandy and Ra Ali are both really disappointing the girls for getting into it. Security ends up breaking them up before they can really start fighting. So that whole situation was a hot ratchet ass mess. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene we have Mendeecees. Mendeecees is coming out of the courthouse. He's going to go meet up with Yandy to let Yandy know that basically he's going to be sentenced soon and that he's just very, very stressed. And Yandy starts crying and breaking down. She's really upset. And once again, I can't feel too bad for her because she knew what it was before she got with this man. She knew what it was before she had children with this man. So the only thing she can do is play the role of Papoose and be there for Mendeecees while he does his time in prison. Moving on to the next scene. So in the last and final scene, we have Papoose, and Papoose is taking Remy Ma to go see this castle. This is where he wants to have the wedding, and this castle is just gorgeous. Papoose is such a sweetheart. He ends up proposing to Remy Ma again. But are we just going to ignore the fact that that damn ring did not fit on Remy Ma's fat-ass finger? I was like, damn, what the hell? That ring only went halfway. But regardless of the situation, you can tell that Papoose is just so in love with Remy Ma and that he really wants to make this work and he wants to give her the dream wedding. She really lucked up and got a good guy who has held her down all these years. He literally worships the ground that Remy Ma walks on, and she's very lucky to have that. That's very rare in this day and age. Really good to see a positive, functioning couple and all this fuckery on Love and Hip Hop New York. And I think the thing that tripped a lot of folks out is that Carrie D was not shown at all. She's the crazy Puerto Rican chick that's on Instagram. She's on this show. She's the one just getting buck wild. They didn't introduce her in this first episode, but she will be introduced in the second episode. So like I said, this whole situation was a mess. This first episode was okay. It was a lot of fuckery, a lot of nonsense. It's going to be really interesting to see where this goes as the season gets further. So anyways, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the first episode of Love and Hip Hop New York. What do y'all think about that trifling ass, sister wives ass love triangle with Peter Gunn's Tara and Amina? And then how do you guys feel about the whole Papoose and Remy Ma storyline? What do you guys think about the other cast members? So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces.
Wow, only my first fucking episode and already I got whack pussy bitches on my nuts. Please somebody go show Monique Slaughter some love, because obviously this is what happens when your season ends and you need publicity.
Like my manager been having me take media training class to talk to the media for these interviews, and you know what, I be on some fuck that shit, because I want to talk in the level that people could relate to me. Like, I don't give a fuck if y'all don't like me or not. I'm not gonna be fake. You know, today was a little sensitive day for me. Like, me being in the media and all these criticism, it's hard for me. Like, it's new to me. Until I went to my hood, High Bridge, and I got so much love, I forgot that where I came from, nobody makes it out good. Like, you know what? I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say about me, because I bet anybody that's on the comment talking shit about me is not following a doctor on Instagram, is not following a lawyer on Instagram. Y'all talking shit about a bitch, but y'all don't even practice what y'all preach. Yo, I definitely could tell that these bitches, especially these niggas under these comments, they ain't had a daddy in your life. Yeah, I could tell y'all mama raised y'all. Y'all spend too many time in the salon because y'all talk a lot of shit like a bitch do. Now, anyways, I'm gonna go get me some McDonald's breakfast. All these bitches wanna be throwing subs and talking like if they talking to my nigga, like if my nigga be calling them from jail. And all I'm saying is, if he is, let me know so I could jump on the next nigga dick with a bigger dick and that bigger shmoney. Fuck you mean. And even if any of you bitches could take my nigga away from me, y'all gonna live the rest of your life with him sick dick, cause any hoe he go to, every nigga gonna tell him, damn my nigga, how can you leave Cardi for this bitch right here? Fuck you.
Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.